I'm funny. We started Redbus about 2 years back. Before that, I was a engineer, senior design engineer at Texas Instruments in Bangalore. I was designing microchips there. And the other two co-founders are my classmates at Pilani. We studied electronics together at Pilani. One is Sudhakar, who is working at IBM before starting Redbus. The other one is Charan, who's working at Honeywell before starting this thing. Actually, the way it happened was, there's a small story of why it happened. Why Redbus, why these three different engineers got into bus ticketing. We are today travel agents. But it took a lot of time for us to digest that. Okay, we are becoming travel agents. All these, when we started Redbus, we thought we're creating software for something. We'll be some software company doing something for bus operators. So actually what happened was during 2005 Diwali, all of my friends went home for Diwali, all of my colleagues at TI went for Diwali, and due to some project I was not sure if I could go to home for Diwali. So I kept postponing my travel, and there I think 3 days before Diwali or 4 days before Diwali I realized that I could go for Diwali. Then I started hunting for bus tickets, and rail was no way, air was no way, only other thing was bus. So I started hunting. I called up my usual travel agent. I said I want a ticket. He said no, Diwali there are no tickets. You're calling me 3 days before the day of journey. Then that's the first time I realized that I need to go to another travel agent, because almost like 40 buses will go to Hyderabad every day. That was a huge number. I've traveled by only 4 of them. All these days, about 2 years working in Bangalore, I traveled by only 4. Then that gave insights into how big the industry is and what's happening in this complex industry. So unfortunately in our case, customer doesn't walk into ours. For us to make a call to bus operator every time there is a customer inquiry. Customer just comes onto the site. So we went to the bus operator, said we have to put some inventory there for customer to be served then and there itself. So you have to give us some inventory, which we'll block on your bus, which I'll put it on my site and start selling. So that took a lot of selling. Bus operators cannot just block inventory until the last minute to somebody who is experimenting, right? Because it is business for him. That took a lot of convincing. We said, give us one chance and please help us out, we'll do something, we'll sell your tickets and all. So then 2 bus operators agreed. They said, okay, we'll give you a chance. But the first 2 weeks were so difficult because we had to show sales to the bus operator, and our selling medium was a very strange and a new medium. It was not like another shop, right? So we had to get customers convinced in the medium and start selling through that medium in 2 weeks, right? So that was a huge challenge, and we went crazy those days. Mornings we used to go to these IT companies, stand in front of the IT companies. When people would come out during lunch time, we used to circulate those small cards saying, please give us a chance, please book on Redbus. They would ask us, what is Redbus? Then it actually worked well for us because we were ourselves distributing those cards. So obvious question for anybody when they see something strange is to ask what it is, right? And we were the best persons to explain them what it was. We worked out of a flat. I was staying separately in Sri Ramanagar, so this flat costed us 10,000. So I had to give up my house there to compensate for the expense here, and the other 2 also joined me. We had a common kitchen. We used to cook for 3 of us plus the 2 others who joined us. Then later 1 more person joined us. So everything, we used to eat together, we used to work together, we used to sleep together in that house, and it was very difficult.
No funding,
no movies. We didn't watch any movies on weekends. It was only work, and the work was also dealing in something different. And high pressure. It was huge pressure from every side. You left your job. We resigned our jobs just when we launched the site. You left your job, you're here, you have limited money, you have some employees, you have no sales, you have bus operator who is blocked inventory for you. It's not like any other business. Here you have to show sales. So high pressure and we had to perform. And during those days, I was really getting concerned. I mean, I used to go back and ask my friends, I mean the other two co-founders, I mean, are we doing the right thing? Should we leave what we're doing? Because there were no sales, and even if a ticket is sold, we make 20 bucks. So, I mean, and we were earning, I mean, I was earning about 12 lakhs. I mean, every month you would get some nearly lakh deducted TDS and all that, some 67, some money. And I'm like, with 20 bucks, how much will you ever make? I mean, if we were to compensate all the three of our salaries, how many tickets do we have to sell? And it's so difficult to sell one ticket, how many tickets will we ever sell? So, but Sudhakar, the other co-founder, he was very strong. He's saying, God, I mean, we've been working on this for last 6-7 months. We went to present at TIE, we got customers, we got these guys, and we left our jobs. Now you're coming back and saying we'll go back to our jobs. So, I mean, he was really very strong during those 2 weeks. I was a little doubtful. I mean, I really wanted to make sure that we're doing the right thing. But he was very strong, and then he pushed. He said, nothing doing, either we survive or don't survive. We have to survive these next few months until we end up spending all our money. So, hence I mean, it's really good to have that kind of team. And then the holiday season started. We launched in August. September, October, November, Diwali, Dasara, Christmas, New Year, and all these festivals, right? And people started booking. People started looking out for bus tickets, searching on internet, and then that's when our site popped up, because it was the only site which was selling bus tickets, right? And that's how it took off. I mean, people started buying on internet without any customer support. We got the money in Feb of 2007. So by December, we kind of broke even in Bangalore with the low cost setup that we had. And then immediately, one thing that was very, very strong in our mind, all thanks to Sanjay and the mentors, is that you need to build a big company. There's no point building one small niche good service. You have to expand. Then we said, okay, fine. We went and started Hyderabad office in December of 2006. And then every 2 months from then we started, and our biggest criteria was to break even. So Hyderabad office, when we started, we have to break even before we start another office. And we were very, very hungry to start more offices for us to grow. Which means we were very forced to break even in Hyderabad. So we kept the cost low and we broke even in Hyderabad. We went to Chennai, we started Chennai office. And then I think in 3 months we broke even in Chennai. Then we started Mumbai office. Again 3 months we broke even. Then we started Delhi office. Then we started Ahmedabad, then Pune and all these offices. So that's how, from then it expanded that way. Customers came to know about us, people were buying, we were unique in our service. We were very, very genuine in what we are doing. Right? I mean, if customer faces a problem, if we could afford it, we could send, I mean, we were sending customers by flight if it was our problem and all. So service and genuinity came before actually making money and building company. I think that really helped us build a brand name. I mean, today the respect that the company or the brand name has is all because of that kind of attitude. I mean, we really don't do anything. I mean, we don't flaunt saying we'll send everybody who cancels, we'll send them, but like, I mean, it's that intention that people should have in it.